at all, or do you know yet?
He's not playing today, and as a coaching staff, we'll decide tomorrow what we want to do with him. But he's got our home opener is December 28th, so he's got to play sooner or later.
Troy, you've come in now. You've had a couple practices to look around. I know you were vaguely familiar with some of the things. Were there guys that have surprised you so far, maybe especially among the kids that you might not be as familiar with as coming in as an outsider?
I'm impressed with everybody, to be honest with you, and this is what makes it so hard, because there's guys that aren't going to make the team, and it's not because they're not good enough. It's just numbers, and everybody's battling. I do know, I haven't coached Ryan Benesh, but he's been everything and more. So it's going to be exciting to be able to have him on our team and to have him, be the guy that's going to lead this team for the next 7 to 10 years.
Was there anything that struck you in the past about the Bandits team as an outsider that maybe you've tried to fix on? And the one thing that comes to my mind is occasionally the Bandits have turned undisciplined and taken some bad penalties or whatever. And, from an opposing coach, I guess that's a good viewpoint. And is that maybe one of the areas you looked at this year?
Yeah, that's something that we've addressed already. And we do want to be a physical team. We want to be aggressive. We want to make teams pay, so to speak. However, we want to do it within the rules, and we want to be, even-headed, even-keeled, whatever you want to say, when we're playing. So, yeah, that is one major issue that will be addressed as the season progresses and we keep going.
I have a question. Last year, with the home record for the Bandits being 2-6, what is your strategy of making Banditland the place that opposing teams fear when they come here?
Well, it's playing for this here, the name on the front, not the one on the back. That's the key right there. These guys have to be proud and honored to wear this jersey. So, that's been addressed as well. This is our home, and we want to make teams pay when they come in here, and we don't want to lose games here because it's so important, especially with only 6 teams making the playoffs, 3 in our division. So, we've got our work cut out.
For today and tomorrow, are you playing everybody both days, or is it kind of a split squad over the next
It's going to be a split squad, and guys that we really, really want to look at are going to be playing full games. So obviously, JT's not playing today. He'll play a half tomorrow. So that's just the way we've done it.
You mentioned that the decision process last week in selecting the roster was about as clear as mud. Any chance that mud is cleared up a little bit?
Well, it's easy to pick the first 5, 6, 7 guys, right? Because they've separated themselves and their proven track record and things like that. Everybody knows what those guys can do. It's the next lot of guys where everybody is at the same level, and believe me, if you've seen some of our practices and our inter-squad games, they've been unbelievable battles, and which makes it more difficult.
So presuming safe to say that you're probably not going to see much of the 6 or 7 guys that you referenced.
No, you'll see some of them just for other sakes, other things that we want to take a look at, but they won't be playing full games.
Where does Colin Boucher fit in all that mix? I know it's very competitive on the back end this year. How is he sticking up?
He's doing a good job, but so are the other 18 defenders, right? So he's working hard, like everyone else is. He's a big body, and he's a guy that does make players pay when they step inside the defensive zone.
So I know you've had to concentrate on these guys here. Around the league, there's always changes around, and you could really throw a blanket over the entire league in terms of parity. Is there anybody out there that you've thought over the offseason has done a particularly good job of improving that you might look at, or is you just see a mass out there and it's going to be razor thin again?
I think, you're right. The league is so tight. Every team, anybody can beat any team on any given night, and it's that way. We've talked about it before. Buffalo was a goal away from taking the game into overtime and finishing second in the division, and they finished last, right? So, We're just focused on our team, to be honest, and because we have tough decisions, and I think Steve has done an amazing job at bringing in some guys with their weaknesses, some guys that are good team guys, good locker room guys is real big on our list. So we're focused on us.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.